So this slide explains the same theory of mind tasks, but that was carried out among deaf children. And Siegel et al. Tested 97 profoundly deaf children, and they are aged 4 to 12 years old. And out of 97 children, 41 were late signers. What it means is that they learned how to sign later on in their lives. So for some reason, parents didn't teach the children how to sign from the beginning. It could be the case that the parents didn't know that the children were deaf, or maybe the children didn't have any access to signing, or for one reason or another, those children took time in and they didn't learn how to sign early on. So we call them late signers, and their ages were 6 years 5 months to 12 years 9 months, and the mean was 10 years and 1 month. And there are 56 native signers who learned how to sign since they were born, and those subjects were from 4 years 6 months to 12 years 8 months, with a mean of 8 years and 7 months. And Siegel et al. Compared these 97 profoundly deaf children to 105 and 105 hearing children. And those 105 hearing children were, I think, age matched, and they were recruited as control subjects. And the results are summarized here. So the deaf children who learned how to sign, they performed better than the deaf children who were taught under oralist instruction. So there are certain deaf children who do like lip reading. In Japanese, it's like koshinjutsu or something like this. So those people, oralist instruction, oral deaf children were never taught how to sign. So if you are exposed to sign language, they did much better than the oralist deaf children on the false belief tasks. And what's interesting is the next point. There was no significant difference in performance as shown by responses on TOM tasks between the native signers and a sample of hearing children aged 3 to 6 years old. So as long as you are exposed to sign language or spoken language, as long as you do either sign or speak, or you are in the environment where you get a lot of input, there is a theory of mind develops in the same manner, and there is no delay. It doesn't matter if you are deaf or if you are speaking, as long as you have a mother tongue. And however, if you don't have any language available, well, I mean, even if you can't hear, even if somebody is speaking around you, that means you can't hear them, so you don't have a mother tongue available as an input. These people have delayed development of theory of mind. So that was what's found. It's very important to have an input, and the language probably facilitates or contributes to the development of a theory of mind. And lastly, people did wonder why Japanese children have delayed development of theory of mind. As I said in the beginning of the lecture, some people say it's a cultural background that's causing Japanese children to develop later on. But many people are puzzled because Japanese children are usually quite intellectual. They score high in their IQ tests, and they are quite developed in their calculation or mathematics. However, they do have a delay in theory of mind. And they try to find an answer. Kobayashi et al. 2007 say that when they tested children's brain activities, they found out that they have a different reaction, or different place of your brains are lighting up when they are doing this test. So Kobayashi et al. Say maybe it's a neurological difference. But at this moment, there isn't any concrete answer as to what's causing this delay. So that's all for the basic background of theory of mind. And from next week, we are all going to read the paper assigned by Leslie. And so I will see you next week. And people in charge, I hope you are ready to present your part that I've assigned you. Thank you for listening to the lecture.